Eldar Maiden world has been invaded by a fleet of Tyranid hordes. Can the Aeldari remove the infestation before it begins to consume the people of this planet? There is only one way to find out. This is 40K in 40 minutes. Eldar versus Tyranids. Welcome 40K fans, my name is Tycho, the Child of Chaos, and today, on this Maiden world, Mubin, with his endless horde of gaunts and gribblies, will try and force out JT and his Aeldari shenanigans for all the delicious biomass it desires. JT, the voice of Playon, brings his dulcet tones and his devious mind to pilot this tricksy, agile Aeldari list. No fear, no pants, pointy ears all the way.
Hey everybody, welcome to 40K in 40 minutes. Welcome to Mubin's nightmare, the Eldar!
We are going Eldar versus Tyranids. The Tyranids are hungry. We've just found a fresh new Maiden world to devour. We've already started, and well, Eldrad seems to have a problem with it.
The Aeldari are led by Eldrad Earthran and a Farseer. Fate dice on tap. Guardians, Rangers, Wind Riders, Dire Avengers with a Sermon, Death Jester, Fire Dragons, Striking Scorpions, Wraithguard, Swooping Hawks, a Wave Serpent, and D-Cannon support weapon, Whoopah! This is a large and various force, with tons of extra fate and rerolls for days. Quick and dangerous, that's how Aeldari do.
I have brought our shiny new Eldar army that Simon from Creature Caster has lovingly painted and curated over the years, and some other guest painters have painted some of the pieces. Some of the models are a little older, but my goodness, are they beautiful. The bikes especially.
Hive Mind Mubin's Leviathan invasion fleet is here to dine on some space elves. Maiden World Barak Fast is the meal for today, and is beset by the nastiest of Tyranid bugs, hungry and swarming into battle. The Tyranids are led by the Swarm Lord, a hulking Tervagon, 60 Termagants, a Broodlord with Gene Stealers, 2 Neurotyrants with Neurogaunts, Death Leaper, Lictor, Neurolictor, Hormagaunts, 2 Psychophage, and a Biovore, a hugely various Tyranid swarm of epic proportions.
The Tervagon has adaptive biology, which gives it a feel no pain, and it gets better if you actually hurt it. And then the Broodlord has perfectly adapted, so he actually gets a free reroll once per turn, which is pretty nice.
Just looking at Mubin's list, the big monsters scare me, the infantry scare me, the psychophages are giving out feel no pains. I'm not even sure what to target first.
Primary mission is Sites of Power. In this mission, characters empower objectives to score extra points. 3 for each objective, 3 more if empowered to a maximum of 15. Sweep and clear mission rule makes all objectives sticky, which will be nice because hammer and anvil deployment puts the home objectives a whole 40 inches apart. It's a big map to cover.
I just gotta worry about all those gaunts coming towards me because there's so many of them that they're gonna drown me. It's gonna be a real back and forth chess match between Mubin, where he wants to throw his infantry and who he wants to throw them at.
2 things that scare me the most are those 2 Wraithguard units, as well as that weapons platform. That support weapon can be really nasty, shooting out of line of sight and still dishing out devastating wounds. And those Wraithguard, well, they're Wraithguard. They hurt.
I like the Mubin.
JT!
Mubin!
We're back at the table again.
Wraithguard with these sides are walking on, along with the Fire Dragons. The Wave Serpent has the Dire Avengers aboard, ready to strike. Mubin is putting a Lictor from a flank.
Here we go.
Of course.
I'm gonna get a 2 for deployment.
And a 3!
Guardians with Farseer on the home objective. Defend the tree! Biovore in position.
Yield cannons. So the intent here, Mubin, is to be behind this piece.
Behind all that lovely obscuring terrain, we are gonna put Tervagon down here next.
Wave Serpent. A Sermon's taxi full of shuriken death.
That's a terrible idea, but I'm going to anyways.
Death Leaper in the midfield.
My Jester of Death.
Death Jester on a good perch.
Hormagaunts, go!
Hormagaunts skitter up the flank. Support weapon hidden away.
So we are gonna have the first unit.
There where that root is. There we go.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Hiding in the roots. More Termagants! Yay! Because someone decided to bring 60 of them.
Termagants again.
Beautiful.
I'm terrified of the sheer volume of bodies you have coming at me.
Guardians with Eldrad in the middle. Neurolictor grabs the center objective. Jet bikes sneak in beside the tree.
I'm gonna have Psychophage number 1 just.
Then I'm gonna put these Rangers on that shelf.
On the shelf.
There, baby.
Rangers find a perch.
Got a Broodlord and Gene Stealers that need to show up.
Gene Stealers and a Broodlord looking for pants.
My Scorpions are my last drop.
Scorpions are not infiltrating and deploy behind the lines. Psychophage, Swarmlord, Hormagaunts, and finally the Neurogaunts and Tyrants fill up the board.
1 Neuro Tyrant back here.
The bugs are forward deployed and looking to tear into the elves. Turn 1. Set up to go first and stuff the Aeldari into their deployment zone. If he goes second, he is exposed and may suffer greatly.
I'm not sure, Mubin. Do you have enough bugs?
I could use more.
May the fates smile upon thee.
Bugs going nom nom.
Ooh, JT is going first. It may not be what he wants, but it's what he's gonna get. Let's get to it.
Good luck and scout move before we do other things.
Gene Stealers scout up. No fear, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Deadly Print. We are so happy to be sponsored by Deadly Print today. Battlefield effects that enhance your experience are printed to order, or by you in glorious 3D resin. If you want your minis to pop, if you want your battlefield to draw you in, if you need to look your best, do what Play on Tabletop does and add effects by Deadly Print to your minis. Check out these cinematic effects and other bits that can upgrade any model you own. Hit up the link below and take your minis to the next level with Deadly Print Studio. Do it today.
It is time for me to roll my fate dice. I have 9 of them.
JT's fate dice are a bit sour, so he chucks one to roll again. 2 6s and 2 5s. That's a bit spicier. He'll be able to sub in these dice for rolls during the game. Tempting Target and Overwhelming Force are solid draws. Kill models on objectives and take a picked objective. Could be a big turn for JT if he gets aggressive. Fortune is cast onto the Wraithguard. The center objective is the Tempting Target and should attract some attention.
I roll a new fate dice because I'm on an objective.
Yep.
I get a 1.
Yeah.
Farseer ability lets me re-roll one of them.
Woo.
So I'm gonna re-roll the 1 because it was stinky. Into a 6.
Oh, come on.
This guy ends up right into bushes.
Wraithguard up into blasting position. While the points are there for the taking, getting aggressive now exposes JT's assets. Aeldari don't have many bodies to feed into the grinder. Gotta watch them assets. No messing about. We are going to get to the bloody show right here, right now. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's get it on.
I gotta start thinning stuff out. He's got 2 targets for me. If I can take them both down, that's a huge pressure. And then I'm hoping to thin out the Gene Stealers. If they get in close, they're gonna wreck stuff, and I can't let that happen.
Death Jester hops down, Shuriken Cannon ready.
I am the Jester of Death. Swooping Hawks, just go into the corner. It's time for Shisting.
Here comes the Shuriken Storm. Eldrad calls doom onto Death Leaper. The fell thing should not survive this.
These Wraithguard are about to target and try and take down Death Leaper. I need to hope he doesn't roll any of these devastating wounds and Death Leaper survives.
Only 1 hit, no save. A command reroll. Oh, it fails as well.
I rolled a 2 into a 1. Really, Death Leaper?
A fate die turns to damage 6. Death Leaper is down to a single wound.
Death Jester is going to target your Lictor.
Now the Death Jester fires at the Neurolictor. 4 damage.
3 wounds in the middle.
The Guardians split fire.
Guy in the middle, 2 shots. In a Death Leaper, it's 7 dudes. I get 1 Eldar reroll to hit.
Death Leaper shredded in a hail of shurikens. A big kill and it's on an objective.
Gotta love devastating wounds. Gotta love Wraithguard. Gotta love shenanigans from Eldar. I am burning through my fate dice though, so I'm a little bit concerned.
Shuriken Cannon from the Wave Serpent rakes the Gene Stealers. 5 down, quick as you please. Yikes. Dire Avengers weigh in, split fire between Gene Stealers and the Neurolictor. They only wing a Gene Stealer, but they slaughter the Neurolictor and complete the overwhelming force.
And there goes the Neurolictor. So both my forward aggressive models are dead.
Bikers now, I think, into Gene Stealers.
The bikes take the Gene Stealers down to 1 model.
Whew.
One lives with the Broodlord.
Then I'm gonna shoot my Rangers at them now.
Rangers to finish the job. Ooh, the Broodlord is alone now.
Down to 4 remaining.
Okay, so it's just the Bright Lance. The other guys aren't in range.
Yep.
Guardian Bright Lance could kill the Broodlord just like that. It wounds.
4 Weaponville.
Ooh, big save. The Broodlord survives. JT discards Tempting Target and scores 5 for Overwhelming Force. 2 command points to nil in the bottom of 1.
This is good. This is a decent turn 1. I mean, we're hammer and anvil, so we've got a long way to get to each other.
The Vanguard has been thrown back, but the Horde is still coming.
All right, JT, start up my command phase.
3 command points for JT, 2 for Mubin. Swarmlord generates 1.
I'm running Invasion Fleet, and with this horde of infantry in front of me, obviously sustained hits on infantry.
Secondary draw comes in Assassination and Overwhelming Force.
I have nothing on objectives, and that's actually on purpose. I did not want to get to the objectives. I recognize I'm not going to be scoring primary, but I feel that I can take them back in my turn and then make him come get them. So I'm purposely not on any objectives in no man's land. So Overwhelming Force is effectively a dead draw because he can't get to my Guardians in my home objective.
Neuralids will put their recipients in Synapse.
Swarmlord. We're gonna go right up to the edge here and peek around the corner. Advance in charge. I rolled a 2, so they move 12.
Hormagaunts advance up, and the bikes in front of them decide to overwatch. Big 6s and 4 die, but they will be in easy charge range.
So now is where the cool part happens. I've overwatched you for 1 command point with my bikes.
You did.
A Sermon decides that's not enough, and can go with another overwatch with the Dire Avengers. They hit on 5s, this could kill them. Only 2 fall to the Avengers. Can the Phoenix Lord finish them? Ooh, almost. 2 Hormagaunts survive the storm of fire.
I've chewed that Hormagaunt squad down to 2 models. They're not a threat anymore, and that is clutch.
The Rangers proc Path of the Outcast as the Broodlord runs up.
So my Rangers are going even farther under the tree. You guys can't see it up there, but my Rangers are running away from the big scary Broodlord.
Don't worry about it. Good old Sacrifice.
Psychophage wanders up. Tarmogonts advance up onto the middle objective.
Second unit's also gonna advance, because why not?
Their siblings pull up next to them. Mama wanders up behind with her Psychophage.
Psychophage.
Oh, burp.
He's gonna definitely come up close. Hormagaunts go zoom. Ooh. Yeah, they can all pile up right onto that objective too. Yep.
Calorically challenged adolescent on a sugary candy-coated treat.
Sure.
Hormagaunts zoom up towards the Wraithguard. The Neurotyrant and Termagants skitter up with them. Here come the shenanigans. Phantasm, for 1 command point, will scoot the Dire Avengers behind the terrain. Oh, they're fleeing from the fire.
Neurotyrant on the far end, on your side, sir.
Neurotyrant Psychic Blast into the Wraithguard. A Fate Dice keeps the damage to 2. The Wraithguard get to fire back when they get shot. A Neurogaunt is vaporized.
Can any of the ones that are the Termagants on the far end see any of the Wraithguard?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Tarmagants fail. No follow-up damage there.
5, so 15.
Okay,
I like easy
I'll
math.
spend my last command point.
JT decides to use a command point for lightning reflexes. That will make them harder to hit.
Thank you for that. Swarmlord says, that's great. It's going to cost you 2 now.
Nothing gets past the armor.
The next squad.
Another Termagant squad shoots at the Dire Avengers. A lot of dice, and 1 kill. Swarmlord zapping the bikes.
Mind bullets.
3 tumble from the saddles, brains fried by the Swarmlord.
Oh wow, Swarmlord is better in shooting than he is in fighting.
Biovore, because they find it funny, he's going to try and shoot your support weapon.
Biovore hits. That fails to wound. Splot.
I can switch it later.
Splunk, but you missed.
I missed. Womp womp.
That's from our friends at Deadly Print Studios. We've got more to add when stuff starts dying and exploding, so.
Yay. Well, that concludes shooting. Let's charge some things.
You got some charges to do, brother.
Yep. I'm actually going to go for the long bomb charge first, which is Swarmlord into the bikes.
Swarmlord fails his charge into the bikes.
I know it's a 9. Going for the bikes.
It's a 9. We all know that these are not good, but he's the master of the yeet, so we know that it's gonna pay off somehow.
Broodlord charges the bikes, needing a command reroll. It makes it in.
There it is. Broodlord's in. Oh, I'm gonna lose my bikes. I was really hoping to keep these guys around.
Might as well try. Hormagaunts, into the Guardians, go! No. So the only fight I have is the Broodlord.
Broodlord is the only fight. He downs 2 bikes, but 1 survives.
They're so pretty too, and of course he's got to kill the prettiest thing on the table. That's how it goes, right?
The Swooping Hawks now swoop up. Up into reserves they go. No score for Mubin. Not one character on the menu. He ditches his secondaries, but no command point because Swarmlord already made an extra.
I need to start hammering through this wall of Tyranid bodies if I have any chance of pulling this out.
Alrighty.
So, start of my turn, command phase shenanigans.
Extend battle lines and defend Stronghold are very solid draws for JT. Another scoring round for him if everything goes as planned. 1 to 2 for command points. A new fate dice is a 4. It's rerolled. It's a 1. Spirit Seer fails to grant fortune. Bike passes Battle Shock.
I've managed to keep JT off of a lot of objectives so far, so he's not really scoring a lot of primary at the start of this turn.
3 primary points for holding his home objective puts the game 8 to 0.
However, there's a lot of shooting, a lot of angry that's about to start moving into that midfield table and into range of all my units.
Wraithguard forward to challenge the flank.
I think it's worth it for me to be aggressive, to sneak my stuff into his back door, to shoot his big monsters in the butt with my fire dragons, and to make Mubin fight me on 2 fronts. If I can do that effectively, I think it's going to be enough to split his fire and he's not going to be able to overwhelm me.
Guardians to the midfield objective.
Oh, come on, Aeldari. There you go.
Wave Serpent lands on the mid objective.
These guys have assault weapons, but I'm not going to advance them. I'm just going to move up a little bit here. And I got a bike over there, can move 14. He's literally going to fall back straight into the corner, 14 inches.
Wraithguard walk on, looking to de-scythe the Gaunts on the objective. Swooping Hawks swoop down in front of the weapon platform.
And a caca. When it's time to do some shusting.
Shusting.
Let us begin by roasting the bewutsits out of the Hormagaunts.
Hormagaunts feel the wrath of the D-scythes. Smells like chicken, shrimp, gone anyway. Shrimp vapor. Ooh.
D-Cannon is going to target this squad here of Termagants.
D-Cannon fires. 5 Gaunts go poof.
5 of them go splorch.
Swooping Hawks blast away at the same Termagants. Vicious Fire drops 9. Feel no pain is no help.
Yeah, JT is just picking up Gaunt after Termagant, and they are just getting obliterated here.
Jester of Death, choosing precision.
Death Jester goes sustained and peppers the Neurogaunts. The little guys don't stand a chance. They all die.
Wraithguard, 5 shots into the Neurotyrant.
Mubin uses a command point for rapid regen, giving him a 5-up feel no pain.
Rerolling that for Aeldar. Those are hits. So that is devastating. And then I'm going to roll another one. So that is a wound. I have my Aeldar reroll to wound. I'm actually going to spend the 1. I'm within 12 of the Spirit Seer.
Yep.
So this is my dice spin in the shooting phase to turn that other dice into a 6 to wound.
Okay.
Which means you're taking
2 devastating and then 3 saves.
3 saves and AP silly.
3 wounds, a command point, rerolled, save is no help.
Only 7, 8.
8? Okay.
I'm going to spend a command point now to reroll.
Okay.
So 1.
It's a 1.
6 wounds get through the feel no pain, 3 remain.
And the Spirit Seer can't reach, so he just shoots the nearest Gaunts, which he will hit and wound.
Spirit Seer nails a Termagant.
So I'm going to send Bright Lance into Swarmy. So 3 Guardians into the large Termagant squad with their weapons, their Shuriken.
Yep.
Eldritch Storm from my Farseer is going to go into that same squad.
Okay.
But the Bright Lance is going to target Swarmy. So Bright Lance on a 3.
Q.
No, I will use my Eldar reroll. And it will not matter. Into the big squad of Termagants. On 3s.
4 down to the Shuriken.
And then the Farseer.
The Storm now. 5 more die. The Gaunts come cheap but die easy.
I am going to open up now with the Wave Serpent. He's going to throw everything into the 6-man Gaunt squad.
Wave Serpent looks to finish the mauled Gaunts. 2 survive. The Serpent Shield gets popped to finish them. 2 mortals. 1 feel no pain. Just 1 Gaunt left.
2 Guardians.
Yep.
Will fire at the large squad of Termagants.
2 Guardians shoot the big Gaunts. 4 into the lone one, and the Psychophage eats the rest.
Termagant.
Lone Gaunt dies.
Smart move, JT. You picked off those last 2 Hormagaunts that I left on that home objective. Unfortunately, they are gone, which means, well, I'm kind of in trouble.
The 2 that have to go into the Termagant squad
Yep.
The other unit loses 2.
into the Psychophage. So these are into the Psychophage, and then the missile goes into the Psychophage.
Psychophage shrugs, no damage there.
He doesn't care.
I'm gonna put all 5 Rangers into your Broodlord.
Rangers target the Broodlord. He dodges preternatural fast. Die Avengers shoot 2 at the Gaunts and the rest at the Swarmlord.
So 2 Dire Avengers, lethal hits. Yep. Strength 4. I'll use the reroll here. 4 AP
4
ones.
AP1s. 6s.
The last of the Hormagaunts are down. Swarmlord, 6 wounds remain. Oof, nasty, but he's still fighting.
And he charges.
Oh yeah, baby.
Wraithguard charging into the Termagants.
Wraithguard with a 6.
Woo.
Oh look, they're in.
They're in. What a surprise.
I'm going to charge my Wave Serpent into your Termagants.
Wave Serpent bonks the Gaunts. Dire Avengers get some fate assistance for a big 10-inch charge into the Gaunts as well. I wonder how many of the little guys will survive.
Okie dokie. Let us begin with the Wraiths.
Wraiths kick and stomp. Pop, pop, pop. Termagants lose 3.
Let's do Azerman first because he's so gross.
6 Gaunts chopped down by the sword of Asur. The Dire Avengers finish the job, and the squad is wiped. Murderous. Termagant claws fail to scratch the Wraithguard.
I cannot believe I killed that much.
I'm not surprised.
JT had a decent round. 5 secondary points for extended battle lines. JT is marching up the score. Mubin needs to stir in some ketchup if he's gonna bake us a victory pie.
I've done some work, but his clapback's gonna be big.
So, my turn. I go to 2 command points.
2 command points for Mubin, 1 for JT. Secondary objective draws are Secure No Man's Land and Area Denial. A bit of a mid-draw, and there's not much swarm left to call on. 1 command point is spent on Predatory Imperative for Hive Predator on Swarmlord and the Biovore. 3 primary points for holding the home objective.
Movement. This Neurotyrant's gonna scooch over this way with all his little friends. But we're just gonna shift over there.
I'm just having a...
Swarmlord stomps forward. The Guardians overwatch. Swarmlord's fate? I predict fate dice shenanigans in the future here.
He's okay.
Cracked missile or strike 10 missile. Here we go.
Yep.
My Eldar reroll and count my 4 as a 6. 3,
4s. Because he's T10.
T10. I haven't used my reroll the wound yet.
There you go.
There it is,
There
baby.
it is. Okay, well, I'm gonna roll anyways. 1 is not gonna cut it. Ooh, that's a bad overwatch. Yeah, Swarmlord needs to survive. I'm going to try and save him here.
Mubin's last command point to re-roll. It's saved. Missile flung away by his psychic powers.
Oh, thank God, he lives. So close. Psychophage, just scooch up to the middle of everything.
See through that.
Termagants fall back from the Wraithguard.
Bloop, bloop. And then Psychophage is also just gonna scooch closer because
Awesome. I'm going to
Why not?
overwatch the Psychophage from Azerman.
Asurman and Dire Avengers overwatch the Psychophage. 2 damage after all the smoke clears.
we are gonna start with the Neurotyrant on this side here, in the middle, into Asurman and friends.
Neurotyrant screams at Asurman and the Dire Avengers. 4 go down.
Okay, out they go.
Swarmlord, he's gonna take his D6 plus 3 and try to melt some Guardian Brains.
Guardians. Yep.
D6 plus 3.
To a 4 up, so you kill 3.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Guardians.
Psychophage into the Dire Avengers.
So I think I'm just going to take it on that guy.
And then Biovore, going for the precision bomb.
Biovores hits the Avengers and pops 1.
So, charging.
Come at me, bro.
Tervagon is actually going to charge just the Wave Serpent. It's a lot of yeeting to happen, and I've got a couple big charges to make here. Let's see how it goes.
Tervagon charges the Wave Serpent.
Gonna go that way, and go kabonk.
The Psychophage charges long into the Dire Avengers.
Scribbly, scribbly.
Swarmlord makes a big charge into the Avengers as well. The center of the board is a mess.
Oh, he charged everything into the middle. He made 9, 10, and 11-inch charges. This could be bad.
Cool, I'm gonna start with the Tervagon, because
Because it's fun.
Tervagon snaps crushing claws at the Wave Serpent. 7 damage brings the flying tank to 6 wounds.
All right, Wave Serpent lives with half its wounds. That's not bad, that's okay.
Psychophage. I'm gonna eat some dire Avengers.
A big 6 attacks. The Avengers are down, but a Sermon is standing tall.
Stormlord can just go right in.
Swarm Lord slices at the Phoenix Lord. Ooh, he missed a few. A Sermon takes 3 damage, but a Fate Dice keeps him alive.
2 wounds remaining. So Azerman's winning you on 5s no matter what?
A Sermon fights back and fails a dance of blades from some of the finest sword aliens in the galaxy.
Well, that's my turn.
Score 2 for Secure No Man's Land. JT snags 3 for Defend Stronghold. 5-16, JT leads.
I'm in trouble in the midboard. He's gonna just myrtleize me, and this could be bad.
The little bugs are nearly gone. JT is in position for a finishing blow in turn 3. Can he crush the big bugs that remain? Let's see.
Right.
All right, JT.
So I have a bunch of battle shocks to take.
Before we do that, start of your turn, get a command point.
Me too.
Hooray!
Assassination and investigate signals. More solid scoring options for JT. 1 command point each.
This is the moment every Tyranid player waits for. It's that time of game again.
Is it?
Work time to call.
What time is it?
Shadows in the Warp.
Shadows on the warp. Oh no, this isn't good.
Wraithguard fail. Guardians fail. Death Jester fails. Jetbike fails. Eldrad and a Sermon are okay. Wave Serpent fails. Wow, it's just the units he needed to pass, and everything else failed. Well, the Rangers. But hey, even so, sticky home objectives and the characters on mid objectives conspire for 15 primary points. Oof! Both the middle objectives are held by characters. Oh, Nelly, the scoreboard is tilted and the D cannons are spooled up. This could get ugly.
Overall, very effective Shadows of the Warp. Unfortunately, it didn't do what I was hoping to do and deny him some major points with those characters that are on those objectives.
So my 2 Fate Dice, I generate a 5 and a 2. So I'm going to, on a 2-up,
Yep.
make the Guardians mid-table -1 to be wounded. And I do. I'm running my Wraithguard that are in front of my belly.
Running, just running.
So I'm gonna move the bike 14 inches forward towards the Broodlord. I'm gonna readjust my Guardians here. Feigned Retreat. Just gonna move him up so I can take shots on the Broodlord. So just moves 3. My Striking Scorpions.
Scorpions have yet to find their groove.
Azerman falls out.
Okay, so he falls back to there. Overwatch!
Ooh, here comes the Neuro Tyrant's Overwatch. This could kill him. No damage. The Fate Dice are keeping him strong.
And I spend mine, now he can advance, shoot and charge, or
Yep.
shoot, charge, all that jazz. Feigned Retreat.
Swooping Hawks swoop down and the Fire Dragons pop up in the rear. The Lictor responds with a free rapid ingress. Ooh, the infiltrations.
Lictor is in, he's in JT's deployment zone, he's just outside of 12 inches of any units that could shoot him, so he can't get shot, and I'm just gonna move and murder in my next turn.
He's gonna walk up, steal my home objective. If he gets captured enemy outpost, or storm hostile objective, or even worse, both, he's not out of this. So it's a shooting time.
I believe it is, sir. The 11.
I am going to, on a 2-up, make Swarm Lord +1 to be wounded.
Okay.
Eldrad dooms the Swarm Lord. +1 to wound is big.
You went shadows, I went doom!
Pretty much.
Wraithguard split fire. 2 into the Swarm Lord, 3 into the Neuro Tyrant.
So Neuro Tyrant, 3 shots. Break dumb.
2 4-ups.
Neuro Tyrant is vaped on a clean 6. Sploot.
2 into swarming.
2 into swarming. Both are lethal hits.
Invols.
A Fate die. 5 is drawn out on damage, and the Swarm Lord is vaped too. Ooh, ouch.
You know, there are times when you're playing this game and you watch your opponent roll dice and you just can't help but feel for him. Mubin can't make a saving throw. And this is brutal.
Yeah, that's a Swarmlord dead. Ouch.
All right, Broodlord.
Yep.
From Azerman.
A Sermon shooting at the Broodlord. Big damage is dodged cleanly. There are the saves.
2 on the Broodlord.
Eldrad shoots the Turvagon and the rest at the Phage. Phage down to 6. Turvagon escapes damage. Wave Serpent shoots the Phage. It is still fighting down to 1 wound.
I have a fire pike, and I have 4 melta guns.
Fire dragons shoot at the biovore. Ooh, overkill. Yep, dead as a doornail.
That objective was sticky, so I still hold it.
You do.
Swooping Hawks fire at the Termagants. 6 down. Termagants left at 10.
So I've got Death Jester left.
Death Jester shoots around the Wave Serpent and does elf things to get 8 hits on 3 shots.
A dead Psychophage. Rangers.
Rangers, gonna do ranger things.
Into the Broody.
Rangers nail the Broodlord. Easy peasy. Wow. Nails in coffin. Whack, whack, whack.
I am 8 inches away from charging these Termagants.
Wraithguard make a long charge into the Termagants. JT can do no wrong today. Hawks fail, not a biggie there.
I think I just send him.
A Sermon, get in the Tervagon. That's a big fight. Can a Sermon take on the monster?
I think I'm going to start with good old Azerman. So I'm going to Eldar reroll one of those. And then I'm going to spend a 6 for Devastating.
Looking for 5s. I make 2 of them.
Nice.
Feel the pain.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my word, he ignores 6. The monster lives.
15 on 3s with lethal hits.
Wraithguard pummel the Gaunts, but fail to finish them. 3 remain.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch a sermon. He decided to come in. He has to pay for it now.
The save is failed. 3 damage kills the Phoenix Lord. Crunchy.
Oh no, I'm going to punch your
Oh, you get
monster.
punch back too there.
Wave Serpent bonks the Tervagon for 1. JT drops Investigate signals and scores 5 on Assassinate. Big round as the score 36-5. Map position and model count have swung JT's way as well. Mubin is hunting for a miracle in his turn 3.
Going into my turn, I get a command point now.
Storm hostile objective and capture enemy outpost. A huge draw for Mubin. This could get him right back into this. He looked for a miracle and he may have found it.
I've actually got, especially with the Shadows of the Warp, the perfect secondary draw.
Tervagon bursts 6 Gaunts onto the beleaguered unit, and a command point for Endless Multitude brings back 5 more for a total of 14. They aren't dead yet. 3 big points on primary bring Mubin to 8 points. Let that chase begin.
What?
Neuro Tyrant mills about. Lictor moves up for a charge.
I'm gonna keep him that way, because then that way he can actually spew towards Eldari and friends.
Phantasm scoots the fire dragons a scooch, but not enough to escape the psychic scream.
We are gonna start doing the spews on everyone.
Yes.
So, starting with the Nero Tyrant into the Fire Dragons.
Fire dragons get screamed at. JT makes his saves. No damage.
So close, every time.
Psychophage barfs at the guardians. Oh, 2 drop.
Charges, Psychophage into the poor little Wind Rider. Rolls 5.
I'm good calling him an Uber.
Lictor. Oh yeah, he's going to licking. Surprise! Let's start over here with Psychophage. D6 plus 1 for 6.
Oh, look at that, I die.
What a surprise!
Yeah, we're gonna Uber with the Wind Rider.
He's just getting Ubered away. Whee!
Called an Uber.
Call him an Uber.
Yep.
And the Uber was that.
Hey, it was Uber Eats. We got JT.
Lictor attacking the Farseer.
2s and 2s.
Farseer dies along with 2 of his guardians. The fates could not save him. Eating that big brain grants a command point to Mubin. More than that, he has a hope of stealing that home objective.
This is big because it stops all that flippy, dicey roll shenanigans. Thank God, for now at least. But it also gets me a command point. Yay, brains!
You're gonna blow up my Wave Serpent, so I'm gonna fight with it.
Wave Serpent manages another bonk, but the Tervagon does not feel it. Tervagon, crushing claws, fight back. It tore the tank in 2. Oh, no explosion. Mubin is still fighting. Wraithguard pummels 6 Gaunts back into the ground.
Oh yeah, the Lictor.
Standing on my home objective.
The Lictor takes a wound from the desperate guardians.
Take a wound.
Ow. He's down to 5 wounds remaining.
Mubin is clawing back. 13 secondary points for storming the enemy outpost blasts him up the scoreboard to 21 points. With a scream from the void, the chase continues.
All right, start of my turn. All these battle shocks drop away.
No battle shock to take. The fear leaves the Aeldari. Bring It Down and storm hostile objectives are going to catapult JT into the score stratosphere here. Killing Mubin's monsters does not seem to be a problem. With that primary score, 51-21 is the score heading into this turn.
I have to try and weather this storm, but boy, is it a storm to weather.
I get 2 new fate dice rolls.
Yep, you do.
I get a 1 and a 3. I'm going to back up
Run away.
from the lictor. Yeah. I'm literally just going to move the Death Jester over to here so he can just lone up and sit there forever. I'm going to run my Scorpions, I guess. 13 inches. Yeah, Scorpion's going to go help out this way. Not like I can do anything this turn.
Wraithguard falls back and trigger Mubin's trap card. His Gaunts chase him towards the Tyranid Dome objective, but a 2 fails to get him onto it.
Let's spend a command point on my Wraithguard, so they're still going to be able to shoot.
1 command point, Neuro Tyrant uses Overwatch to shoot the fire dragons. Ooh, nasty damage. The squad is down, but a fate dice saves the fire pike.
I just want to be able to get a direct line of sight on that Psychophage. With any luck, do some work. My Scorpions that can see your lictor are 3 of them. 2 sugar pistols hitting you on force. Both will hit you. Strength 4. Think I'll re-roll that. May as well. Yep. 2 AP1s for 1 each. Guess I re-roll.
Double 6s.
The D cannon will try and kill the assassin beast.
4s. Using my re-roll here.
Yep.
It hits! 7 damage. Oof! It has blinked from existence.
All right, what's next?
Death Jester.
Death Jester shooting at the Turvagon.
3 shots.
5.
Devastating.
Yep.
Devastating,
Yep.
and then I will count the other one as a 6.
Cool.
4 wounds. It ignores 2. 10 left.
So 4 Wraiths flaming him.
D size fire at the Turvagon. Damage ignored.
The Wraith cannons are going to shoot his butt now.
The Wraith Cannon get their shot. Ooh, big damage, but the 4-up feel no pain leaves the monster with 3 runes remaining. Last command point on grenades from the Swooping Hawks. 2 Gaunts die. Boom, shakalaka.
Shuriken, all into him.
So going with Eldred?
Eldred into him, and then I'm going to shoot the missile into the Psychophage. Let's do Eldred's first. Eldred hits you. Anti-character 4-up.
Oh!
Stay in the box!
No!
Swooping Hacks.
Hacks.
So I'm going to throw 2 Swooping Hawks into here, 3 Swooping Hawks into the Neuro Tyrant and Friends. 3 into the Neurogaunts and Friends.
The Swoopy Hawks go for the Gaunts. It's a lot of shots. 1 left.
So let us begin with the charges. My Wraith Guard with D-Size will charge your Turvagon.
Wraithguard charge the last Termagant.
No, just out.
Oh, okay then.
Wraith Guard will charge Termagant from the back with an 11.
From downtown!
I'll go to my fight phase.
Termagants are dead, 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 and dead. No more little Gribblies other than a handful of Neurogaunts. Storm hostile for 5, but JT failed to bring it down. 56 points is a big number for Mubin to chase.
Then start of my turn, I go to 2 command points.
I go to 1, I believe.
Extend battle lines and deploy teleport homers. These secondaries are a bit tough for Mubin. Mubin has precious little left, including time.
This
Cool.
did not go the way I saw it going.
No.
This was a real Dice Tell Stories moment.
I scored 3 on primary.
3 on primary. Psychophage is the character, is he?
Nope.
Dang!
Scored my points here. I might as well try to go for the middle.
Psychophage moves towards the middle. Neuro mills about.
Cool, that's it for movement. We are gonna go straight into shooting. Starting with the Neuro Tyrant.
Yep.
Into Eldred and friends.
Neuro Tyrant and the Psychophage nearly drop the Guardians in the middle. Only a few left now.
We're just gonna go into charging. Psychophage is gonna charge Eldred and friends.
Let's move this explosion out of your way.
Yep. That's a 5 in there so far. And another 4. That's for the 9.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Here he comes. Whoop!
Oh, this is gonna be fun. You know why? It's anti-psyker. Devastating. Turvagon, also gonna charge him.
Overwatch, baby!
Oh yeah, I expected nothing less.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 dudes.
Overwatch from the Wraithguard. Zap! It's nailed. Big damage and the beast is down.
Mubin made 4 of 7. That is exactly enough to kill the Tervigon. That is 5 bring it down points on my turn.
Cool. So Psychophage is going to do Psychophage things then, because
Yes,
I don't
he
really have
is.
anything else. 7 attacks.
Oh boy.
Psychophage Tentacled Maw. Ooh, anti-psyker and devastating wounds nearly take Eldrad down. He is left with 1 wound.
Does Eldrad want to try and punk the Psychophage?
Oh yeah?
Eldrad fights back. Oh, no damage.
5 ups. Makes them both.
Eldrad's OC is 1.
I think I take that away from you,
I think you do.
but it's not going to do anything for me.
Secondary scoring, 5 points. But it's for JT for Bring It Down on the Tervigon. Wow. With that, the towel is thrown. The swarm is done for and quits the field. 71-34 is the final score. A huge win for the Aeldari. JT made the moves, he shucked, he jived, and stomped the bugs into goo. Mubin's aggressive deployment bit him early, and the battle got away from him. Fun list, but it failed to score like it needed to make the difference today.
Good game, JT. This was an interesting battle, and the dice told the stories.
I have no idea how we've gotten to this point in this game. Mubin had so many bodies on the board, I didn't think I would ever chew through them.
I mean, you wanted to protect your Maiden world and get us off this planet, and, well, you got us off this planet for now.
Sometimes the dice tell a story, and today it was Eldar victory, but I know that this again, re-rack and play it a second time, does not end this way. There's no way I get that lucky twice.
Thank you to our players, thank you to Deadly Prince Studios, our fantastic sponsor, and thank you for tuning in. We do it for you, and hope you will like, subscribe, and join our membership to help us make more content. We had a blast, and we hope you did too. And until we see you next time, play on.